Okay, let's get to it. All right, before I begin, I just wanted to lay this out that nothing in this video that it's been sponsored, purchased, given to me. I paid everything with my own money. So with this fanny pack or anything else, I will give an honest reaction, honest review. And again, I'm not sponsored, so what you get is going to be real with me. What I have here is the fanny pack I purchased. This is the Rough Enough Men's Tactical Fanny Pack. So I'm going to kind of rewind a little bit about why I chose the fanny pack and why I chose this one. A little while ago, I wanted a fanny pack for biking. I was using a backpack and getting tired of having to stop, take my bag off, open it up, put it back on, and then bike. But what I wanted to do then is says, well, you know what, instead of that, how about I put a fanny in front of me on my chest so I can easily grab something if I need to and then continue biking. That's why I chose a fanny pack in the first place. And then secondly, I wanted to choose a fanny pack that didn't look weird. So after an extensive search online, I found this on Amazon. Right now, the price is around $85 Canadian. I know it's a little expensive, but I seen the reviews, read them, and decided to take a chance. I bought this around a year ago, and I'm totally satisfied with my purchase. Starting off, I'm going to talk about the durability of this construction. So it's totally have no problems whatsoever. The stitching, seams, zippers, everything is 100% in terms of quality. Never had any problems with it. I never felt like this was cheap at any time. So that was really great. I basically wanted to make sure that I was getting my money's worth. All right. So secondly, the outside here is going to be, it's a waxed canvas. So for water resistant. And then in the back, we're going to have 630 Condora back and the top. A tough version of nylon. No problems with it. Never scratched. It doesn't feel cheap at any point or any time me touching it. So that's great. So now everything here it's water resistant materials, but it's not waterproof. So just keep that in mind. Nothing is 100% waterproof, but water resistant than most items or fanny packs that are on the market. It has the industry standard YKK zippers, and the buckles here are the USA made UTX buckles. They don't feel cheap like those buckles you can get on some backpacks and fanny packs. The actual structure of this, it's a very large fanny pack. So it actually has a 4-liter capacity. Not sure, sorry, I don't know what that is in gallons for American audience, but it's 4 liters. So the dimensions, it's going to be 14 inches top, 7 on each side, and around 2.5 to 3 at the bottom. Those are the dimensions you're dealing with. That will come into play later on in the video. Trust me, this will definitely come into play. So why you need all that. So looking in the back, there is an adjustable 46-inch strap for your waist or crossbody carry. You might not even be big, like you might be wearing like a huge jacket, so maybe that would be a good idea to have a longer strap on you. So that's great. Also, still keeping on the backside, it does have the quick access water resistant protection on the zippers. So if you have anything on here that's sensitive to water, it does have that added protection to lessen the chance of water coming in. All right, so looking at the front here, what it includes is there's a metal clip buckle on here. It does have this little sort of like keychain part, or even just something that you could hook up on that's detachable on this metal clip. Also, what's great is you can also carry it as almost like a suitcase or even like a duffel bag, I should say. So there's just an adjustable handle on the top, so then you can carry it in duffel bag mode. So we have 3 options: waist, shoulders, and duffel bag in your hands. And finally, like, it does come with a assorted colors: army green, black, brown, red. But like I said, I chose the green because I just like the color of it. All right, so that out of the way, I should mention these 2 straps right here. These are meant for, like I said, if you are having a lot of items in the bag, you can cinch it down just to make things a little bit tighter. So that is on the outside. The inside here is, you're going to notice too, is there is no pockets for organization. So I guess however way you look at it, that's either a good or bad thing. So bad as you can't readily sort everything or organize it. But the good thing is you can just dump more stuff in. This just is one big open area. It is basically hunter's orange. So if you have something in here, you can like find it like in an instant. So big, big open area for anything that you want to put in here. Also, there is an inside zipper on here. So if we open this up, again, another big open area for any products or supplies you want to put in. Also, there is a detachable keychain hidden. If you wanted to put a spare key for your car or your home, you can put this in here. It'll be tucked away, hidden, so it'll be there if needed. All right, finally, we're going to look at the back. Here's another big open area. This is the quick access, like I talked about. Open area right here for putting whatever you want to put in there. And again, talked about how there's a protective lining on the zippers to make it a little bit more water resistant. So that is it for the, basically I wanted to show you what it looked like before I start putting everything in here. As you can see, this thing is basically a fanny pack on steroids. Kind of wanted to show you that before I started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start putting everything in here that I would normally put in my everyday carry bag. Some of them are ones that I may or may not carry all the time, but what I'm going to demonstrate is the ability of this fanny pack to hold an extreme amount of equipment. You do have that ability to gauge how much you want to bring. You have those options to figure out if you need to bring a lot or not. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start putting everything in here, and we're going to move on. Now I'm going to show you what this bad boy can do. All right, I'm going to go ahead and open this all up. As you can see, I fill this up as much as I can to prove the point how something as simple as a fanny pack can satisfy all your needs in terms of carry. I was surprised how much stuff I put in here. Everything in this bag is going to be everyday carry, but I combined everything all in one just to prove the point how much that this bag can carry. So I'm going to go ahead and start. The first thing I'm going to pull out is actually, you're going to probably be a little bit surprised, is an actual iPad. So I was surprised that I was able to put this in. What fanny pack can hold an iPad like this? It's incredible how this was able to hold an iPad. All right, next up, I have my power bank. This is Anker, just a simple power bank that I use for charging my iPad, phone, headphones, whatever comes about. I have another flashlight, an LED flashlight, something cheap that I bought at the thrift store. It's always good to have a flashlight in your possession for an everyday carry. Next up on here, I just have my phone slash iPad slash whatever charger. It's always good to have a charger. I don't know how many times I've actually stepped out without a charger, and then wouldn't you know that I would actually I was out of batteries on my phone. So yeah, so I have a charger for charging. All right, what do we have here? Oh, well, you know, especially if I'm driving, you need to have a pair of sunglasses. So I have my sunglasses in here, nothing expensive. The reason why I carry inexpensive glasses that I got from Amazon is because one time at work, I actually bought Oakley's and they went missing. So at that point, I said to myself, I would never buy a pair of expensive sunglasses ever again. These are just a pair of cheap sunglasses that I got on Amazon. What else is in here? I live in a dry climate. So basically what I have right here is moisturizer. I do live in a really dry climate, so it's always good to have moisturizer in your possession if you live in a climate like so. All right, and what else is in here? Oh, we got lip balm. So again, with the climate, I always like to have, my lips seems to be always dry where I live, so I always keep lip balm. This is, all right, so that's it for the front pockets. So we're gonna go into the second pocket in here. So in here, I have my car keys. So it's always good to have car keys when you're traveling. So put that right like so. All right, what else? We have, ooh, so these are Nintendo Power Mints. I actually found these when I was actually at the movie theater. They're really great. You always want to make sure that you have a nice breath. So I always keep mints with me. So these are my Nintendo Power Mints, like so. All right, what I have in here is my medical bag. So in here is just some simple things. If I'm ever out and I'm not feeling well, I can take this and make myself feel better. If I'm coming down with a cold, You can't go wrong with Band-Aids. So I have a couple of packages of Band-Aids. And then finally, I have my trusty Tylenol. So never travel without Tylenol because, again, there will always be times when I have a headache and I'm looking for Tylenol and they're never around. So that's why I always carry Tylenol with me when I'm traveling. What else is here? Well, we have my notepad. Can't go wrong with a notepad for writing stuff down. You can't have a notepad without a pen, just a simple writing pen, nothing special. It's not gel, it's not metal, just ordinary pen for writing. What else? Oh yeah, so I have a Sharpie, but this is a smaller, extra fine Sharpie for writing stuff down if need be. So this is one of my favorite knives, the CRKT FD knife. I got this from a coworker. I love the way it feels. It does have the assistant opening, so which is great. It feels really good in my hands. And like I said, I love this thing in terms I've never had to sharpen it. So it does have that really good pocket clip if you want to actually just wear it in your pockets. And yeah, and it does have that, it has a 2-stage locking mechanism, one here and one here to close it. I love this thing. It's one of my favorite everyday carry knives. This is the CRKT M1613 FDZ. So if you guys don't have them figured out already, FD means fire department. I always carry this in my fanny pack. And that's it for that pocket. And then finally, we have the back part. The great thing about this back part, like I said, it does have that water resistant zipper protector, which is great. My cell phone. Can't go out without a cell phone these days. And I have my wallet. My wallet is, well, self-explanatory. You can't go wrong without a wallet. So this one right here, this is the Kinzd leather wallet, or basically a money clip. It has 3 card slots in the back and a spot for your driver's license and then my debit card. What else is in here? If you're traveling, you can basically have my passport here, another important document. What else is in here? It's always good to have this iCloth. So iCloth is really good for things like if you want to clean your laptop, computer screen, phone, whatever you need it for. So I have this iCloth here for any applications that I need this for. And I believe that is it for everything that I have in my fanny pack. As you can see, the amount of stuff that I can put in this fanny pack is incredible. So it all depends on how much you want to carry, how little. Having the ability to use a fanny pack like this is an incredible option in terms of your ability to carry as much stuff as this in your everyday carry. And this is nothing. I could have carried more, but to simplify this video, these are the things that I do carry one way or another. I wanted to show you that everything I would need in a day, I could actually put in this fanny pack. All right, that's it for my fanny that I use for an everyday carry. Again, this isn't how everybody carries, and that's okay. I use it as a sling, and it keeps everything simple, comfortable, and out of the way. If you carry differently, drop it in the comments. I'm always curious about how other people make it work. If you haven't done so, don't forget to subscribe, press the like button, and share this video if you enjoyed it and got something out of it. Until next time, thanks for watching.